Hey everyone, my name is Titanic, and welcome to a very special episode of Titancraft with Login. Yes, hello Log. We have dirt in our hands, don't we? We're dirty. We're dirty.
Dirt.
Dirty dirt. Oh, I hope you're all doing fantastic. Today is a...
In this episode, we see Login's keyboard. We're working out to parkour down to that end.
Oh yes, let's see. Oh, nice skills.
Oh my god, it almost did.
Oh god, my elytra kicked in and just took me under the slab. Like that. But anyways, today is a very, very special episode because it is total episode 600. And of course on the surface, episode 65 of the season seems quite minor. But being the 600th episode of one of, well, by far my longest running series, and in the grand scheme of things, there really are not that many series out there that stretch over this many episodes. Titancraft is a very, very unique series. There are not many YouTubers of this size that can maintain a series for so many episodes and for such a length of time. And that's kind of today's theme. It's going to be a very retrospective episode. We're just going to be talking about old memories, a lot of what has made the last 100 episodes of the series unique, and looking to the future, because obviously Titancraft is always changing, and we've come a long ways in the last 600 episodes. Like, for one, just the way I sound. Obviously, right now I'm tired, so my voice is a little deeper than usual, but from the hello, everybody, I think that was a little too high to mimic
No,
me.
I think
But
it was more of, hello, everybody.
no, I didn't. That's too much of a Stampy ripoff. I was unintentionally ripping off Stampy back then, but I wasn't ripping him off that hard. You can see it though. As I matured, you can see how I went through different eras of who I was watching and how my language was affected by it. And as I've watched less and less YouTube, now my jokes and my humor really evolve around memes and the rest of the group. But yeah, alright. Let's see. We're gonna start by getting a crafting table down and crafting some fences. But, so, I mean, to look at some things though, like, the last 100 episodes have been unique in the sense, never have we gone through so many seasons in such a short span of episodes. Like, in 100 episodes, we've covered 3.5 seasons. That's completely different from how the series originally was. If you look back historically, season 1 stretched from episode 1 to 100. Season 2 and 3 covered the next 100 episodes. Then seasons 3, 4, and 5 took over that following 100. The next 200 episodes were literally all season 5. And then you hit the modern era of Titancraft, in which we've gone through seasons 6, 7, 8, and a good chunk of 9 already, all in the last 100 episodes. And it's very, very different. Now, I wish I could get a calendar to see how long it's taken me since July 22nd of last year when episode 500 went out, and compared to previous number of days between 100 episode marker. I don't think it's ever been even nearly that close when I think about it. Like, episodes 1 to 100, the original, was not that long of a period actually, and looking down the line farther, it just doesn't seem like there was ever really a time in Titancraft history that we went even remotely close to this extended time period without hitting an episode 100 like this. So it is a really big deal for this community, and I'm very, very excited about it. And for me, it also marks a huge, I guess you could say, the dawn of a new era is here for Titancraft. Like, if you've watched the server, you will know I've gone through in the last 100 episodes, I've gone through one of my biggest burnouts in Minecraft ever. And it really impacted the seasons a lot. That's what killed season 6 and 7 and part of 8. Of course, season 9, I've tried to keep it off the YouTube side of things, but season 9 has been absolutely plagued by drama, and it's really, even season 9 is not the perfect season. Now, is it much more aligned with the earlier seasons? Yes, season 9's been fun. I've enjoyed it a lot. That's why you see me releasing episodes on a daily basis still. Like, obviously for a while I was a little kind of just worn out, and that's part of the drama was starting to get to my head, and I was so just you know, you get to a point when you're just tired of it all. Actually, I'm gonna look at my phone and make sure I'm doing this right, but I'm ready to come back and be energized with the series. I see myself doing a lot more episodes now. Will I give a number? No, I have a number in mind, but I don't really want to share it because, for one, not everything is about numbers, and also if I don't get there, I don't want to look back at this episode and be like, oh man, was I so ambitious with my ideas. But I mean, I still think there's a lot of the series left to go, and what?
Why didn't you tell me I was building this a block too high?
Oh no, login. I had no clue. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to help you, but for many sakes, though, I look at this and I noticed it I mentioned it a few episodes ago, and I didn't think about it until that point, and now it's really hit me. At first, I always looked at from July 22nd of 2018 when Season 5 ended to the July 22nd of this year when Season 9 began, that 1 year gap. I already kind of thought of it and made the idea that it was like it would be like Titancraft's gap year. The year that Titancraft just fell apart and we came back strong with Season 9. But Season 9 has been it's had its own just round of issues that have not been shown on camera, thank God. And it just occurred to me that it's like episode 600 is kind of like the end of that era. It, like, Season 5's finale is called The End of an Era, and in many ways it really was. And that title really accurately displayed a lot of what Season 5's ending was. It was a change in era for this group. It was a huge, huge, huge change, leaving behind the season that had dominated. Well, half of those... when Season 5 ended, half of the episodes of the series were Season 5, which is really an incredible feat. 250 episodes of a season was something that certainly can only be dreamed of rivaling again. Alright, I'm trying to look at how I built this house. Let's see, how far can I build this up next? Let's see, 2, 3, 2. Alright. Do I have any spruce on me? I do. Okay, that's gonna help. Let's get some dirt out. Actually, do I have scaffolding? That'll help me a lot. But, so I know I have mentioned, though, a lot. The undertones of the series really have shown since the beginning. Like, I don't know if I ever even mentioned it on camera, but, like, KRH said some really bad stuff when I was filming, I believe, episode 3 or 4 of the season, and I had to edit all of it out when I was making my time-lapse. He said it when I was time-lapsing anyways, but I'm like, he kept talking about, like, self-harm type related things, and I'm like, oh, you know you shouldn't be doing this. And it was kind of after that point where things became more evident that the Titancraft side of things was going to have its fair share of issues, and it certainly has. And to say Titancraft Season 9's been this rosy experience would be a lie. Like, it's been exhausting, and I think Logan's aware of a lot of it.
What do you mean? I wasn't here for a lot of it.
Man, you've been gone a lot too. That's another change that's happened with who's active and who isn't. We're trying to get Ship to be more active again. He's played a whole bunch this week, and I'm really, really gonna push him to. If he doesn't, he can't. I know he can't always be this active, but the problem is I don't want cases where he does this burst of activity for a week to 10 days every 2 or 3 months to avoid getting kicked out of the group, and that's all he does it for. I think it's more important to have minor amounts of playtime at a time, but keep them consistent. And I don't know. I've held that philosophy for a very long time now. Actually, when it comes to dealing with people that don't have as much time to play. And it's surprising how few people actually follow that idea. Which is why my ideal kind of seems far out there at this point, because it's like, oh, nobody really wants to take me up on that offer. Let's see. Let's see, then. 1, 2, 1. Boom. Boom. This is going to take so much dark oak wood to complete. I don't even care. It's going to look cool when it's done. Alright. Can I reach? Yes, I can. Okay, great. So, Logan, what have been some of your favorite memories from specifically the last 100 episodes? Come on
Do you
now.
honestly think I'm gonna remember anything from the last 100 episodes?
You've been here.
That doesn't mean I remember.
Well, fine. I'll bring up some of my favorite memories. I guess one of them had to have for sure been the what episode would have been from season 8? We Clash the episode that included the source clip for Clash Dies, but it's for an hour. Whatever episode had that.
With Clash and Death, yes.
That was one of the most glorious things that came out of season 8. I'm trying to think of some other funny things that have happened. I gotta think back farther than even season 9. Because there have been some funny moments the last 100 episodes. Like, it's my... Excuse me?
Okay.
I just look over at my horse that's wandering on my island. Just starts climbing my scaffolding, and then just walks off.
And dies.
Like, what, mate? He's doing it again. Horse, are you okay?
Mentally or physically?
I don't know. If you need help, it's okay. We can get you help. Don't do it. No. Horsey. What are you doing? Horse, it's not safe. Oh, well. It keeps like going to the maximum block before it can take fall damage. So that horse is reckless, living life on the edge there, mate. Let's see, I'm trying to look for pictures that might guide me how I need to build the interior of this. Unless I work on the inside for a while. Let's see, that beam is 1 block lower, and that goes all the way through, doesn't it? Yeah. All right. We will run this beam across then. Shall we? Yeah, we're only at 12 minutes in. I'm trying to think of other fun things though that have happened. Like, there have been some funny things that happen. Like, obviously, as they've been as rosy and glorious as seasons before. No, but that's kind of part of the whole spiel of trying to get to better things and keep coming up with new ideas to just keep bringing the Titancraft group back to life. There's so many more things to do. And Season 9 is far from done yet. Obviously, I would be lying to say that Season 9 has another 100 episodes. Episode 700 will definitely be in Season 10. That's almost a guarantee. I don't foresee myself even wanting to do another 100 episodes more of this season. And we'll find out pretty soon exactly what number that will be. I have an idea in my head right now, but I will not know for sure for another week or so. We're actually going to be... I mentioned it the other day, but we are about to vote on the reset. And that outcome will be massive. So get ready. It could be interesting. Let's see. What am I doing here? So Season 9 wise, though, I'm trying to think, what have I all talked about and what I haven't? So, I guess house-wise, obviously, now that I start building this, I realize this house is not going to take that long to build. Like, furnishing it's going to be the hardest part, but the actual structure of this thing, we're going to finish next week. It's almost finished designing in Creative, and I'll probably furnish it in Survival for the first time to save time, but, I mean, we're cruising right along with construction of this thing, which is fabulous for me. But, oh shit.
I know one of the biggest changes of Season 9.
What?
My keyboard going from good to a piece of shit.
Ironically, though, the great spill that caused your keyboard to do this happened in Season 5.
No.
I remembered very well because we were working over by your mob farm area. When your base just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, you had such a giant area of land that was just under your just control, basically, or your dominance that season.
And you wanna know my problem with this season now?
What?
I didn't do this season, and now I have neighbors in my render distance. Not cool.
I mean...
I don't like being able to see ugly... What block is that? I don't like to be able to see spruce log and nether brick bases from my base.
Wait, wait, I think I know what you're talking about. Wait, let me fly over there. This end of Spawn Town is so blown up, I can't stand it. We need to fix it at some point. I think it's mainly from Clash and other people trying to get mobbed. Oh, this thing right here. Yeah, this is KRH's creation. I'm not really sure. Zombie and I were laughing at it the other day. We were like, what is this nether portal's purpose? Like, its placement is just god-awful.
I swear to God, I'm going to take TNT to that thing.
Hey, we already got rid of the floating platform and the battle bus. That helps, right? Then there's this box up here. I forget what was the purpose of this box. I'm not really sure, but there's a good old bone sign. I heard Zombie talking today is going to make the shaft look less like a shaft one of these days. Wait, I need to look. Is the church really that...
More like me and make it look more like a shaft.
Whoa. Is that church asymmetrical? I don't know. There's so many... That church is so weirdly designed. It looks so nice from a distance, and then you get up close to it, and there's so many things about it that make no sense in how Earth built it.
Although, the nicest looking base I've seen on the servers.
Yes, my space is cool. Let me fly over there. I haven't been over there in a while. I mean, when my base is done, it's going to look pretty neat. I will admit it won't be my greatest design build, mainly because I'm just... Now I am kind of rushing, but let's see. Yeah, Smite's base does look quite nice. The one thing I don't like is we have all these builds, but like there's so much open space in Spawn.
Yeah.
Like so many people built right against Spawn, like the Spawn box, and just left, and then we just have all this open area left to deal with, and it's like, excuse me. Alright, let's climb back up the ladder. By ladder, I mean scaffolding. Scaffolding a ding a ding dong. I love doing this. I love just going with wood and like building the skeleton of a build. I think it looks so cool. Like, you know what I mean by skeleton of a build, like the beams to support it.
Yeah.
I think it looks so cool. Like that's what I kind of tried to do with Spawn when I was first building it. Like, Spawn actually is not that far from completion. I'm going to try to finish that this weekend. Or, actually, by the time this episode goes out, Spawn might be nearing completion. Hopefully next week's episodes when I record them, Spawn will be done. Or at least the top half will be done. But I'm going to really... Oh, shit. How was I so far off? But hopefully next week...
I swear to God, this keyboard.
I want Spawn done, and that'll be another thing to check off the list. Like... We are getting to that point in the season. I just want to get some of these things that I started so long ago done before we get to episode 80 and 90.
Do you know what it's like to not be able to consistently sprint jump?
Oh no. Cause yeah, I keep alluding to it, but the last like I have plans for like the last 20-ish episodes of the season, and I want to make them a little bit special, a little bit of a unique, I guess, getaways type thing to just enjoy life. And it's going to be a fun little switch up that I have planned. And hopefully, well, I think I've talked to Logan about it a few times now, and hopefully Logan will join me in it.
You know anything about talking to me about something?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta remind me about 6 times so I can remember what it is.
I'll talk to you after the episode's done then. Let's see. How do I do this? How do I fill in these windows? How did I build? Okay, we went uno, dos. Something like this, and then fill in the top. Spruce. You like spruce.
Everybody likes spruce.
It's a great building block. I love dark oak and spruce so much. They work so good together. I'm literally tempted to like make an artificial dark oak forest around my house.
I made an artificial dark oak plains on season 5.
So you mean artificial plains?
Nope, it was a dark oak plains. An artificial plains is made out of a forest biome. This was a dark oak forest.
Oh yes, a special variety. Very exotic. Logging very exotic.
A difference.
Not much of a difference, but a difference at that. Woo.
I like how I'm building a cactus farm literally 20 blocks from my zero-tick farm.
Yeah. Wait, you have a zero-tick farm?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Please tell me that thing is off most of the time, though.
I haven't ran it in like 3 weeks.
Good. I actually...
Because I have so much goddamn XP, I don't know what to do with
Actually,
it.
that reminds me, I don't know if I should bring it up on episode because it's kind of a Titancraft decision and not something I really need to talk about on YouTube. But I will admit, they cause so much lag. I have thought about banning them for Season 10.
I swear to God, Zomley says on 24/7, the way this are like.
Yeah, and I will say, even I know DN was complaining. DN recently banned him from how much lag. And a lot of things DN bans, I think is stupid. But that's one thing I actually, when I read, I'm like, that's a good idea. Like... They cause absurd amounts of lag.
I mean, when I run it, it was at like 7 o'clock in the morning when nobody else was on the server.
Yeah. So that nobody else would notice when all of a sudden the processor would spike up to 130% of what it should be.
If I cause the server to lag when I'm playing on it, I don't care. It's me.
It's just you.
I'm just lagging me.
And you're chill with that?
Yeah, I mean, it can't really play very fast anyway with my keyboard.
That's true. Oh, that hurt. How close to finish could we get in this episode on this piece of the house? Actually, now that I start building this, I'm like, oh man, I should have started building this weeks ago. This is going fast. Like, the main framework of the house, like, I still had to go in creative, and right now it's actually in the creative world. It's a very much just a hollow shell. I have, I think, the main frame done and a few more areas up top to fill in. But the main framework of the house is done in the creative world. But, like, this actual building process is going way, way quicker than I was expecting it would be. And that's a great thing, because that means I'm actually going to be motivated to finish this thing next week. And I said I would get it done in the month of October, and I'm going to dedicate myself to that. By the end of October, we're going to move into this thing, and we're going to be working on better things. May or may not have a prank up my sleeve. I have said I want to prank a few times yet this season. I don't care if Logan hears that, because Logan doesn't know when I'm going to strike. Logan, that should concern you, shouldn't it?
Not really.
Well, the fact that the way I worded, I basically guaranteed you're going. One of my targets, I have like 3 ideas for pranks. By 3 ideas, I mean 3 different time periods I'd like to do a prank during, and I like to theme them all slightly differently. I have my December prank. I have pretty well laid out, and that's gonna be a funny one. Oh, I can't wait. But I like to do a few yet in the near-ish future. Alright, well, that's going to about do it for today's episode. The house is actually coming along quite nicely. We're making good progress. So next time, we are probably going to work on extending out this way, getting the remaining framework of the house finished up, and hopefully I can also show you the completed version of Spawn. And we can continue our adventures in Titancraft Season 9. So anyways, thank you for 600 episodes of Titancraft. I can't express how amazing it is for those of you who have stuck here for so many years. Because I do know there are some of you that have stuck around since the earliest days. And there's always new people joining in the series, especially with new Titans trying to merge into the series. It's always fun. I feel like my perspective kind of tells the true story of the group. And I do take I find peace in that, I guess. But anyways, that's going to do it for today. So on the note, have yourselves a great day. This has been Titanic, and we will see you guys
in the next episode
of Titancraft Season 9. See you later, everyone. Peace out. Bye-bye.